Three, two, one. Well, welcome, Joel. It's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you, PJ. Good to see you again.
Yes, it's been a little while, probably since last marathon. I'm anxious to catch up with you and hear all about what you're experiencing. You're in Michigan, right?
Yes, correct. I'm in the Rochester Hills area. We're just north of Detroit, about 45 minutes.
So, what's the current state of the pandemic in your area?
Oh, our governor's pretty strict, as you know. We've made headlines all over, but she doesn't stop us from going out and running, which is very important. Especially I think that's what a lot of people are doing. I've never seen so many people on the trails and in the parks like ever before. So I think they're getting reunited with nature, which is beautiful, and get to see God's beauty. So that's awesome.
That's pretty cool. So you're a landscaper. I remember that because you've done some work at the mission. I remember you coming and doing a little bit of work there. So tell me, what does this mean for the landscaping? Are you out busy? Are you not? Kind of where are you?
Yeah, you know what? Surprisingly, we didn't know what was going to happen with this whole pandemic. I didn't know how people were going to feel, but honestly, we have been swamped every day. I mean, except today because we got rained out. But we get home at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and we've been very blessed and lucky to be as busy as we are. And I've gotten a lot of people where they're like, well, we're going to be home, so we're going to invest into our homes as we're going to be seeing a lot of it. I don't think we're going to be going anywhere on vacation for a while. So, which is great for us. I'm not going to complain. So, which is, again, we're very blessed, grateful to God that we're as busy as we are and everyone's safe, luckily, and I hope everyone does stay safe.
So with that in mind, how's the whole running thing going, Joel?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I have not started my running yet, unfortunately, but that's one of my goals was this week to begin, just to kind of, get somewhat of a base in before this, week and a half where we're supposed to start our training regime. But I'm actually super excited. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get under, at the 4 hour mark. I know last time I made it just in a little bit of 5, but I'm pretty motivated just because we've been so busy and having to deal with this little pandemic for a while, so it kind of threw me off guard a little bit. But super excited, motivated, and just I missed that marathon. It was my first time I ever done one, and it was just one of the greatest things ever.
So that's great goals. So you're going to try and take an hour plus off your marathon.
Oh, absolutely. I'm pretty disciplined and motivated. It's something intrigues me. I tried shooting for it, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it gets hard. Like especially when I get off at 8 or 9 sometimes, and I still got to go run. It's like, oh my gosh, my guys think I'm crazy, and I'm like, but you're surprised you get that second win when you get back, and once you start running, it's like, oh my God, it's like a natural energy drink, literally. So.
Well, you went through a season of landscaping and trained last year, so you have some idea what to expect.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, this wasn't the first time, and I didn't know how. People were asking me how I was going to do it, and I said, when there's a will, there's a way, and I'm going to put my trust in God, and that's what I did, and I was able to accomplish it, and one of the greatest things ever, and it got me addicted to running. So, I'm very excited again to do it again, and especially for a great mission like Mission Ola, and it's one of the greatest things ever to be helping out the poor, and me being Catholic based, and it was just beautiful.
So tell me a little bit, you have some things going on in your life that are kind of interesting. Do you expecting anything special this year?
Yeah, we're adding to our family, and this time we're not adding a 4-legged one. We're adding a 2-legged human to our family. Erica's we're expecting our first child, which is a girl, which we're very excited about. And she's due August 28th, the day before my birthday on August 29th. So it'll be interesting. People are like, how are you doing it with that in the marathon? I'm like, I told her I'll be at the delivery and then I'll go run, then I'll come back. So
that's such wonderful, wonderful news. At my first daughter's due date was August 28th. So it's a good date.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome. We're excited. We're excited.
Oh, well, let's hope the summer's not too warm for your wife.
I know.
Exactly. So you have a goal of beating your time, and you have a special delivery on the way. To kind of wrap things up here, a question for you. So in all this pandemic, what's been one of the most positive things that you've seen?
you know, honestly, it's given me a time to kind of focus on, you know, God and, you know, kind of time of settledness and, you know, look at what's important, you know, and especially people dying and being sick makes you really appreciate, you know, when you're healthy and, you know, appreciate being able to run and, you know, especially with people that have lost loved ones. And I've known a few people, you know, unfortunately that have gone because of this. And it's very sad, but it makes you it makes me appreciate life even more. And sometimes, you know, these sacrifices that people make in order for someone to change their perspective on, you know, life is like a blessing in disguise. You know, you take something bad, but it's turned for good, I think.
Yeah, it's beautiful when you can really look at the positive and you have the time to do it, you know, when you can reflect and don't have all the distractions in your life that used to take time, right? So
Right, exactly.
I heard one other
Then
thing,
shutting
Joel.
off the politics, and then shutting off the politics, you know, hopefully.
Turn off the TV.
Yep,
I heard
yep.
one other thing. Is this your second interview of the day?
This is my second interview of the day. This morning I was on the radio station. I was being interviewed by a local Christian-based radio station that they were looking for a home-based kind of home-style service company, which me being a landscaper, they asked me to be a part of it, in which, you know, like I said, I'd never been on the radio, which I was a little nervous at first, but then after a couple minutes, I kind of came into my natural scheme and, you know, being my natural person and being a people, you know, person, I was pretty good at it, I thought, and they thought so too. So let's hope so.
Well, you look very polished. Let me tell you that. You look very polished and a professional at this. So thank you for spending the time with us today. We're very excited to have you as part of the team again on Team Ola. And we'll see you in October, if not sooner.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. I know it was great talking to you, PJ, and we're excited. Can't wait to be there, and I know we're going to get through this.
Take care, Joel.